isn't toasting because it's not breakfast yet. But I could still use some bacon. It's a big night with a lot of exciting great news as multiple stimulus checks will be coming to parents. $3,000 a parent, a child, $3,600 a child. And those multiple stimulus checks could be coming in July. What about people who worked for hazard pay? Their earned income tax credit, $1,500, and made less than $25,000, is slated to come next year. So can we get that fixed so that comes starting July? In this video, I'm going to go over that as well. Meantime, the stimulus checks and also the other tax credits and what's going on with the president. I'll be getting over all those details and more in tonight's recording. This is one of a doubleheader tonight. I'll be back with Purple Power right after this. And then suddenly I will be adding FPUC grants and something else on the video right after this. So I'm so excited for you. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. From Wall Street to Main Street, from my home to your home, and make sure you subscribe to this channel. And also like this video. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Power, Hawk, or Calcino VIP. I'll be delivering to you the new PDFs, an update of the PDFs after tonight's evening's videos. And tomorrow or tonight, I'll have some more PDFs of some other subcommittees. Remember, these subcommittees will be working on the finalization of the bill provisions between now and Friday at the earliest. And so it's time for you to push Purple Power. So make sure you subscribe and consider becoming a Purple Power member in this chat. The screen's gone blank. It's one of those days. I don't see anything on the screen, so hopefully you come back. There you go. And you're back. Let me get to the breaking details. The great news as you sit here tonight is that you're getting a multiple stimulus check if you're a parent. And I see one of the parents in the room who was very excited about this earlier. She has 3 kids, and they're all under age 17. So she will be getting 3 times $3,000 approximately, $9,000 of additional stimulus checks. What's going on here? The President Biden stimulus package has a provision to provide multiple stimulus checks to parents, calculated the following way. If you have a child 17 years or younger, you can get $3,000 or $3,600 of stimulus checks per child. And those checks will start in the month of July and they'll be prorated. Again, that's per child. So if you have 3 children, $9,000, 4 children, $12,000. There's a lot of money. Again, this is starting in July and it's prorated. So it's a stimulus check every month for 12 months until you're up to next year. What is this for? Why? Because you're a great parent? Why are you getting the check? The concept is the tax credit. They're taking next year's tax credit, not this year, but next year's, and they're allowing you to get paid it in advance. What? IRS has never paid anything in advance. It's always you have to pay things in advance. But this tax credit is really a great idea. But here's the push, Purple Power. Here's the push. The push is to get that $1,500 earned income tax credit for next year also prepaid. What is that? If you worked as an essential worker like hazard pay and made less than about $25,000 in 2019 earnings or 2020 earnings, Joe Biden wants to give you $1,500 of a tax credit next year. Good. This is in addition to the stimulus check. Good. Well, why don't we prepay that as well? Yeah, why don't we pay this as well? So $1,500 should be prepaid in the month of July, prorated for earned income tax credit for essential workers. That's one of the provisions that needs to be modified. What's going on? So the subcommittees of the House each have been delegated different parts of the bill. But the House Ways and Means Committee is providing stimulus provisions for stimulus checks, for earned income tax credit, and also for FPUC. Nancy Pelosi spoke today, and she had some really good news for you. She said, you know what, this is not the only stimulus package, so don't sweat it. She was asked, well, you know, what happens if something doesn't get in there? She said, we're legislators. We legislate. We're not done. This is what we're doing this week. So you're getting a $1,400 stimulus check if you're an individual, $2,800 a married couple, $1,400 if you're a child, and $1,400 if you're adult dependent. What? It's supposed to be $3,200. Yeah, it's supposed to be $3,200. What's going on here? Not very clear. Seem to forget that. It was $3,200 for adult dependents just a week ago. It's the Cash Act from 2020. That's $1,200 for the first stimulus check, $600 for the second stimulus check, $1,400 for this. Seem to forgot that. Also forgot that $2,000 stimulus check that was supposed to go on top of the $1,400, that those two senators from Georgia ran, Ossoff and Warnock. Not very truthful people are those two guys. They said, elect us and we'll get you a $2,000 stimulus check. In fact, the entire party's position was, elect us and we'll get you $2,000 plus your $1,400. Not doing that either. Um, and then these tax credits, really delicious, but you need, let's do all the tax credits as an advance. Now, you are asking me, as I was asking you over the last few weeks, are the tax credits this year? Because we need the money this year. Well, at the moment, the earned income tax credit, $1,500, is next year. And of course, what's happening to SSI and SSDI? Yes. What is happening to SSI, SSDI, railroad benefits, veterans benefits, $200 a month on top of your existing benefits between now and December? And that up to 20% increase and the new benchmark. Different than COLA, will be CPIE. What's happening with it? I'm trying to hear. All I hear is crickets. All I hear is crickets. Yeah, it seems as though suddenly a lot of things that we heard so much about just a few days ago are suddenly silence. Silence. And someone just said on the screen, they forgot us. Oh, they forgot a lot of people. They forgot you. They forgot the adult dependents with a $3,200 stimulus check. They forgot the hazard pay. Have I seen the hazard pay provision? You've not seen it. I have not seen it yet. They forgot the businesses, $5,000 grant for business. Yeah, right. It's supposed to be $10,000 at least, but what is $5,000? They forgot the FPUC retro. Should I make a list of everything they forgot? They forgot a lot, don't they? So Nancy Pelosi said, don't worry. We're working on their will to get it. We hope to have this all done by the end of February, and certainly on the president's table thereafter. So they're getting this bill to the Senate on February 22nd. That's good. The Senate will then it will land in the hands of Elizabeth McDew. She's the parliamentarian. The who? The parliamentarian of the Senate. She will get the bill, the $1.9 trillion stimulus bill, and she'll start going, well, she's not going to do that for your stimulus check. She's not going to do that for anything. She's going to do that for $15 minimum wage. Now, here's what happened today. This is very important. So, the $15 minimum wage does not, hey, Disco Dancer, how are you? You know that you're owed the SSI and SSDI. You're owed the $3,200 for the stimulus adult dependent. You know you're owed the $2,000. You know you're owed the FPUC retro. You know you're owed all these things. Who's going to bat for you besides you and me? Well, remember in fall 2020 and winter 2020, Bernie Sanders was fighting for the $2,000 stimulus check. Remember? You remember. It was just 4 weeks ago. Bernie Sanders was fighting for the $2,000 stimulus check. Elizabeth Warren was fighting for the SSI and SSDI. AOC was fighting for the $2,000. VP Harris was fighting for the FPUC retro, $600 a week, called it unconscionable to allow to expire. So who is and what is fighting for something today? Who and what is fighting for something today? Today we learn who they're fighting for and who's fighting for what and what they're fighting for. Bernie Sanders is fighting for the $15 minimum wage. And let me show you how much he's fighting for $15 minimum wage. When the bill lands in the Senate on February 22nd, they don't think it's going to swim because of that $15 minimum wage. And the parliamentarians can say, take this out, don't work. Well, guess what they have ready? They have ready to use VP Harris to overrule the parliamentarian. And then it has to go back to the Senate to have a tie-breaking vote. And they need 50 Democrats and Harris to overrule the parliamentarian. So Bernie Sanders, what is he doing all weekend long? He says, before we get to what the vice president's going to do, I've got to get through the parliamentarian, and then I got to get the 50 votes in support of raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour. I'm working as hard as I can make that happen. That's nice. Why aren't you working hard for the stimulus check? What happened to working hard for our $2,000 stimulus check, Bernie? What happened about blocking that vote when it was a Republican-led Senate last year, unless we get $2,000 stimulus check? What happened to all this effort that these people put in for us last year, and suddenly all the effort is just for the minimum wage? It's a little peculiar. As we sit here, we're wondering, okay, well, I mean, can we get a little bit more on focus? So today, great news. Really great news. The president got ready for his next two bills. And I'll have those details in a second at the 10-minute mark with 600 people in the room and 258 likes. And thank you for joining me. Let's get to 1,000. Let's see what we do. The big update since this evening is you're getting a $1,400 stimulus check for individual, $1,400 for children, 3,200 no, $1,400 for adult dependent, $2,800 for married couple. Lawn chairs, I remember that. Yeah, Bernie Sanders lawn chairs, folding up like a lawn chair. Tina, absolutely. And you're getting all that. And if you're an adult, if you're a parent with kids, congratulations. You're getting $3,000 to $3,600 prepaid as a stimulus check starting the month of July, prorated for every child. God bless you. But how about everything else? If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe because this is the only channel, the only place worldwide that goes into the incredible details for you. Every viewer of this channel qualifies for at least 5 items in the third stimulus package. They are rent, utilities, food, internet, and the stimulus check. And the second stimulus package, same thing. If you need help with rent and assistance now, don't wait for the third stimulus package. There's rent assistance now. Reach out into the pinned comment to look for the volunteers. They can help you. news.la.com/community. But how about this? If something's not in here, what should we think if something's not in here? Well, thank you, Robert, for coming to Purple Hawk. I was just about to say that. So if you've not subscribed, consider subscribing. From Wall Street to Main Street, from my home to your home, this is the best and only 24-hour broadcast financial news channel. You can see big changes across the board on this channel in the next few weeks. Welcome, Robert, to the family. I'm very excited to debut the new changes to this channel in the next few weeks, not in terms of content, but in terms of delivery. You're going to be very, very excited what's about to happen. So make sure you subscribe. Also like this video. And if you've not become a member, Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Casino VIP. So let's get back to the president. The president met today to prepare for the next two bills. Oh, what were the next two bills, Mr. President? So, last Friday, a week ago today, they did the $50,000 student loan debt forgiveness bill, introduced it to the Senate. Elizabeth Warren did that. Yeah, she did that before your SSI bill. Yeah, of course. Then last Friday, they introduced the baby bill. The baby bill was introduced last Friday, $1,000 for a newborn baby. Really great news. We're giving stimulus to people who aren't born yet. I mean, this sounds like a late night, Leno joke. In America announced new stimulus checks. They're coming to people who aren't born yet. Yeah, it's just, I don't understand this. Of course, what did the president do today? He met to discuss the two major new issues that he's going to deal with next week. Oh, and on his next bills. Potholes and the air. I can't say it with a straight face. I just can't say it with a straight face. He met with elected leaders to talk about potholes and the air. I'm not making this up. It's just this is like an old Carson gag back in the day. It really is like a Carson gag. I could do this entire show as Carson at this point because it's starting to turn into, Trump was its own saga of how I could report on Trump, but this is starting to turn into Carson jokes because, you know, uh, Joe, I heard, Uncle Joe, I've heard you fix those potholes on the 405 freeway. I really appreciate it. I just don't have gas to drive my car on the freeway because I haven't got my stimulus check. You know, uh, LLA, did you see the new street corner, the new curb on the Sunset Boulevard? We fixed the potholes. No, I didn't. I don't have shoes because I didn't got my stimulus check. I just, the air is really good today in Wisconsin. Have you seen the good air there, LA? I fixed the air. My response is, air is always really good when I have a stimulus check in my hand. I can look up and there's like, the air, it could be downpouring and sleeting snow, but if I have a stimulus check in my hand, I'm really loving the air outside. But if I don't have a stimulus check, I'm choking to death. It's just like, I don't know what's going on here. It's very, as I said earlier today, people say, how are you doing? This is now what 6:30 on the West Coast. I'm a little bit better on the earlier show, the What the Chuck. Right before that, I had taken another thing of medication. Made me very dizzy. I didn't take it again. And I got dizzy, but I feel like I'm hallucinating. I feel like I'm hallucinating between the medication and saying your president's now top priority is potholes and clean air. It's just, I don't know. So that's what he did. There's actually a quote for it. It's not like this can be any better than it is. By president said, there's a number of things out there that the American people are looking for us to step up on. He actually says step up on. Yeah, there's a lot of things that American people are looking for us to step up on. Yeah, SSI and SSDI, $200 a month. Multiple stimulus checks, FPUC retro. What are you stepping up on? He said, there's a lot of bridges in West Virginia. I can't say this. And there's a lot of dangerous pothole spots on Route 9 in terms of Cancer Alley in Louisiana. What? I don't know. I just smash the like button. Yeah, please smash the like button. 1,000 people, 2,000 people around 1,000 likes. Let's get it going. I mean, this is just. I'm from Nashville. Hi from Nashville. Sherry's in Nashville. Hello, Nashville. Would you prefer a stimulus check or to fix the freeway driving into Nashville? Sharon with the cat. In Rhode Island, it's called potholes. Thank you for the dancing cat. Any new information about rent or evictions? No. You have an eviction moratorium by executive order, remember. So you have an executive order eviction moratorium to September. That was on the January 23rd PDF as a member. That's the very first PDF. Retro FPUC, no, he's not doing retro FPUC. He's not even doing FPUC to today. Alma, wow, Alma, thank you for the massive super chat. I appreciate it. He's not even doing FPUC to today. Let me do FPUC. I mean, it's sort of the video after this. Well, let me continue. I'll get to FPUC in a second because this is, yeah. Cardin was at that meeting. Who's Cardin? Cardin is the guy that fought for that $10,000 EIDL grant last year. That's all you would hear. Cardin, EIDL, Cardin. So he's the EIDL, warrior. Like Bernie Sanders was a $2,000 stimulus check warrior. So what did Cardin do today? He said, infrastructure is just more than transportation. It's really important. It includes our water infrastructure. I raised the issue that it would be good if we could do some of this during the COVID relief package to get us started. This is Cardin? This is Cardin? If you're going to tune into the video right after this, which I go over the business grants, but the business grant on the third stimulus package is $5,000. The EIDL under the third stimulus package is $5,000. Cardin should be screaming at the top of his lungs like it was last year. Why is this $5,000 a stimulus check? It should be $10,000 of $10,000 EIDL grant. Now he says water is the most important thing for you in stimulus. Can I just throw some water on their faces to wake them up? Because wait a second. He says, I think we should put some water in the third stimulus package. Let's fill the potholes with some promises. So he wants to put potholes and water in the third stimulus package. God bless him. God bless him. So the new jobless claims numbers came out today. And yeah, they were horrible. You wonder why. And I have a comment about that. The new jobless numbers came in at 793. The Dow was expecting 760,000. These are new jobless claims. These are people who newly went unemployed. These are not existing unemployed people. These are new people who called up and applied for unemployment for the very first time this week. 793. I mean, it's a horrible number. It's a horrible number. If you've been with me for a while, during Trump, it was 22 weeks of a million, but 793 is almost at a million. Before Trump in February, before the virus hit, it was 200 a week, so 200,000 a week. So you see how high 793 is. I mean, we're what are we, 85 weeks or 65 weeks into this pandemic? This is still horrible. We've been months after months after months at a very bad number. I'll give you another bad number. Oh, thank you for the super chat. I just missed who that was. Lord. That's a problem with a small screen. Hey, Susan, well, with the cat meow. So the number for people who are continuing on unemployment, who were unemployed and are continuing on unemployment, 21 million people. That's horrible. That's horrible. The fiscal and monetary side of the equation seems priced in the market. Going forward, we need to see a broader economic recovery, says Gregory Farinello, U.S. Trade Rates Trading Investment Officer at Amerivest Securities, in a statement obtained by LLA. Where does that statement sound familiar? It's Jerome Powell's statement. Jerome Powell this week, the head of the Federal Reserve, the leading economist in the country, a wonderfully smart, educated man, said, I don't want to hear that the housing market's good. I don't want to hear that, Amazon or Walmart are doing good. I want to see broad reemployment of Americans across the board. Well, last month, the new job creation number was 6,000 new jobs. Not in Los Angeles. That's the entire country. There are 6,000 new jobs created in the United States. That doesn't work. And here's the problem. Janet Yellen, in a statement earlier this week, said, we want to see this country get back to normal for unemployment by next year. By next year. So why does FPUC expire in August under the third stimulus package? FPUC is expiring in August under the third stimulus package? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Unemployment is not going to be back to normal in August to allow FPUC to expire in August. And just guess what's going to happen in August. Drop in the comments on the screen what you think is going to happen in August, or right before, like the last week of July, right before FPUC is going to expire. What's Congress going to do? Drop in the comments. If you've been with me since August of last year, what did Congress do last time, right when August came around? Drop the bell, says Danielle. But be more specific. What did Congress specifically do when July and August came around? Because we had the July deadline, then we had the airlines in August. They did nothing. Yeah, but nothing, absolutely. Shanae and Alicia, yes, nothing. But there was something else they did. See if you remember. Nothing. Amnesia, nightmare. Laughing faces. Does anyone remember? Mamboni in the Instagram room. They went on vacation. Yes, they went on vacation. There it is. Mamboni said as well. Naomi said what? They went on vacation. They went on vacation. They went on vacation. Guess what? They're putting FPUC to expire when they're going on vacation again in August, when we're not back to normal employment. No one thinks we're going back to normal employment in August. This is February. And Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary to Joe Biden, says we're not back to normal employment next year. And Jerome Powell says we're not anywhere near reemployment. It's expiring in July. It's expiring in August. So Nancy today said, don't worry, if something's not in the bill, we got other bills. This is the recovery bill. I'm next working on the, what do they call it? The rebound bill. It's two R's. This is the relief bill. The next one's the recovery bill. I'm already working on this. Is a press conference today. And don't worry, because I will get into it. We're legislators. We like to legislate. We're always working on the next thing. Well, the current thing is going to expire while they're on vacation, so I just sense trouble coming by August for this channel. I just expect trouble coming. Deja vu all over again, says Edith. Absolutely. Oh, Lord. Let me answer some of your 2,000 questions and comments from yesterday's recording. After this video, I'm back with Purple, and that video is going to have a lot of stuff in that, so please stay with me. That video will go over FPUC, the grants, the tax credits, and more under third stimulus. A lot of stuff. Here's Dorothy. What did Dorothy say? This is crazy. They don't seem to want to help us Americans out at all. They say they care about Americans, then they prove it by passing out the third stimulus checks. Why can't they use the reconciliation card? We need the third stimulus checks now. Judy Gambeau. They can't even get one check out, let alone multiple checks. Melanie, Mr. LA, just because you get vaccinated doesn't mean you can't get corona, so please be careful. Oh, I appreciate that. I think I did one of the recordings. Oh, it was home today. I talked about the importance of double masks. I don't see a lot of people wearing double masks, so please wear double masks. 98% effective against, I almost said 98% effective against stimulus. Did you hear that coming? I said, yeah, double mask is 98% effective against stimulus. HM. No matter what administration is in office, anyone see the procrastination? Give us the retro checks back to this stuff needs to calm down. Glenn Moore, we seniors just feel we're being left out. That's all. Everyone's being left out. A lot of people are being left out. But you're not left out by this channel. This channel has a lot of love. This channel has a lot of push. The bigger you make this channel, the more people that subscribe to this channel, the bigger we make every push. So keep on pushing. Um, what happened? Oh, what happened to Social Security when you get the extra $200 per month? Still waiting. Ralph, it's not in the bill. That's why we're pushing. Absolutely push, push, push. Pamela Stevens, the people on Social Security, we need help. Absolutely. Colleen Frizz, you need to get more rest. Please get better soon. I appreciate that. Steve Underwood, I hear dependents this and dependents that, that hazard pay. There are people without kids that need help too. Well, yeah, I agree 100%. That's why I was talking about the earned income tax credit should also come as an advance. We're still waiting on $1,400. Absolutely. Norma, we seniors need help. Being left out means comes out strong in election time. We need help like every American does. If you did not catch it last week, it's again another Carson joke. Last week, the American Congress determined who needs stimulus. And so the senators introduced a bill. Cory Booker last week introduced a bill for people getting stimulus who aren't born. Cory Booker's top priority is to give stimulus to people who aren't born yet. Yeah, I would appreciate we pay stimulus to people who are alive at the moment. Why are we paying stimulus to people? Why are we talking about stimulus for people who are not born yet? They're I just I don't know. It's just uh, where do we come up with these ideas? You know what? I have a brilliant idea. Let's give stimulus to unborn people still. And it's brilliant. We'll give stimulus to people who aren't born yet, and we'll forget about people who've been around for 90 years. Just just ignore that they exist. Just give the stimulus to unborn to people who just don't exist yet. Wait a second. Why are we giving stimulus to people who aren't born yet? Uh, James Parker, I think they should get the stimulus checks out first and then take care of the $15 minimum wage. Oh, amen to that. The reason why I brought up the $15 minimum wage earlier is you saw Bernie Sanders saying, I'm calling around the clock to get this $15 an hour in. I'm like, is this 2020 Bernie Sanders? 2020 Bernie Sanders, hours after hours, $2,000 stimulus check, and now he's on to $15 minimum wage. What happened to the $2,000 stimulus check? What happened to adult dependents? You know, everyone has an opinion of why these people do these things. I have my own opinion. You have your opinion. But I always have an opinion of why these people just sort of talk a lot about something like the $2,000 stimulus check, as Bernie Sanders did all throughout December of last year, and said, I'm getting you the $2,000 next year. And now it's next year, and you don't hear a single word out of Bernie Sanders about the $2,000 stimulus check. I have my own opinion about it. Drop the screen what your opinion of it is. Yeah. Manny Silva, need $200 a month for Social Security? Absolutely. As you go into the evening, Wall Street's relatively flat for the day. Dow and NASDAQ ended relatively flat. Walmart was up slightly. Microsoft ended down. Tesla was trading up a little bit for today, but Tesla, boy, has been taking a beating over the last few days. It's near a bottom resistance line. If it breaks into that resistance line, expect big changes. Watch that chart if you are a Tesla owner. And there you are, from Wall Street to Main Street, from my home to your home. Thank you for joining me on Evenings LA. This is the first part of a double header tonight. I'm so excited you're here. We're 1,200 people in the room and 600 likes. It's a big day. Today had a full lineup of broadcasts, even though home was a taped show. If you did not watch Afternoon's Check, please watch Afternoon's Check. That was the 3:30 and the 3:45 show. For some reason, something's happening with those two shows. I got a lot of messages from people that said they're not getting alerts when a show goes live. I got a lot of messages about that. And there's something, the morning shows were great numbers today, but those two afternoon shows, it was like no one knew they were there. It was really peculiar. And so, first of all, give a brother in some pain, some love, and go watch that Afternoon Check, the two shows, Check and Purple. Hey, Ira, thank you for Dancing Pear. please take a look at those and watch those. But if you're not getting the alerts, some people are saying they're not getting alerts. Go, I'm not getting the alerts as well, L8, said someone on the screen. So this is, I don't get the alerts either, says Zena. Wow, okay, there's two in a row. So what I recommend is, I don't get the alerts as well. Oh, Lord. I haven't gotten alerts as either. Oh my goodness. So what I would recommend, me either. Oh, wow, that's a lot. Um, I used to have something in the description that says what to do if you're not getting alerts. Oh my God, there's a lot of people who are not getting alerts. And these are subscribers. So what I'm initially going to recommend you to do is go to the front of this channel. Oh my Lord, that's a lot of people. Oh Lord, that's like 200 people that went across the screen just now. It says I don't get alerts. That's not good. What I would recommend you to do is go to the front of this channel where that bell is, and the alert bell, cl- click it so that it goes unalert, meaning turn off the alerts and then turn it back on again. I'm going to also post the community page right after this, when I have some time. I did tonight a description that says how to ensure you're getting alerts, because I see there's something strange here. I know that unsubscribing to alerts and resubscribing to alerts, which is not unclicking alerts and reclicking and turning on alerts again, works. Um, and it used to be that I could see, if you're a public subscriber, if there was a red thing next to your face. I could see it in the comments. I don't think you can see it, but I don't see a lot of those red things. So, and I see people posting that clearly I know are subscribers, but there's no red things. So something may have happened. So we're fighting some errors. There we go. And I'll reach out to back office YouTube and ask what's going on, because I sense there was something happening. Meantime, thank you, Tracy, for the dancing pair. So, because generally when afternoon check would go live, there would be this enormous surge. There would be this enormous surge of, like 5,000 the first few minutes, and there was four. There was like four. I'm like, what happened? Does no one know shows going live? So yeah, now I see there's actually a technical problem going on. So I really appreciate it. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also, like the video. And 760 likes and 1,200 people in the room. And I'll be next back with you with Purple right after this video. Stay informed, stay focused. And let me give you one last update before I end it. Someone asked, can you give me another update? Sure. $1,400 stimulus check for individuals, $2,800 for a married couple, $1,400 for adult dependents, not what was promised. $3,200 was promised. Multiple stimulus checks are coming to parents, $3,000 to $3,600 for a parent. If you have a child 17 or younger, being prepaid in the month of July at prorated over the next year per child. That's a lot of money. SSI and SSDI, $200 a month, remains completely silent among all these elected officials. You need to tag Elizabeth Warren. Call her up. Call up her office. Say, what's going on here? Why don't you introduce the bill to the Senate? Last week she introduced a bill to the Senate for $50,000 student loan forgiveness. She should do that as well. So get that pushing. Meantime, all the other issues that are covered in this channel, you can push. The stimulus check, the FPUC, and the tax credits are in the Ways and Means Committee. Richard Neal is the chairman. And the business grants is in the Business Grant Committee. And then some of the employment are in the Unemployment Division. If you're a member, you'll get another post tonight with some more PDFs. And the other thing is that tomorrow or tonight you'll get additional PDFs as well. Stay informed, stay focused. Have a great evening. I'll see you in just 3 minutes. As soon as this video goes down, you can see new stream. Jump into that new stream. That'll be a test whether you see the alert, because there's going to be a new stream in about 2 minutes after this video ends. Stay informed, stay focused, and stay about life for more.